So again, the idea here now we're in this orbit, and by the time we get back to here, we should be meeting up with our station, our target. You can watch it from here. See how this works. So we're going to do one big lazy orbit here, so we're going slower because we're in the bigger orbit, and you can see as we're coming in, we're meeting up with the station. And because we're time warping, all of these are messed up, which really annoys me. But then as soon as I start, oh no, yeah, see they come back when I stop time warping. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me either. But that's the way it is. Put this on target, retrograde. Where's our station? Should be somewhere. We should be seeing it. You can see various waypoints down there. There are all kinds of landers and things all collecting science for me. Doing a great job. Okay, there's our station down there below us. Still about 4.5 minutes away, so we can definitely get closer. About 2 minutes away now. Fortunately, again, this gets messed up when I time warp. I'm going to keep complaining about that. I don't think it'll ever get fixed, but it makes me feel better. A bit of a pause as it rendered the station. Okay. Let's start slowing down. Should check how many ignitions are left on this NERV. 14 ignitions. I should get an engineer to take a look at it. Get Bill to take a look at it before we do anything more with it. Oh, I'm seeing some comments in the chat about my my Minmus thing, and they're thinking that in the time I did come very close to the moon, and the initial prediction was saying I wasn't going to get an encounter with Moon's sphere of influence, but maybe with the time warping that became an encounter, and that's what messed up my trajectory. That's entirely possible. That actually makes some bit of sense. Because we did come close to the moon. Okay. Minmus Station, I see you. We're coming in close. Gonna spray you with all kinds of radioactive particles from our exhaust. So we're going to temporarily have 8 Kerbals on this station, but it's going to be very temporary. All right, we're going to control here from the docking port. Give me that. Okay, let's go to the station. Which is our target going to be? I guess we're going to come. There's not a lot of free docking port. No, there's only one free docking port. It's right here. We're going to select that. Back to our vessel here. Set that as a target. It is on the other side. So that's a little bit of a pain, but oh well. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. So we're going to have to kind of come over the top of the station here. There we go. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. Is this view still on free? Put it on orbital. Might be it's confusing because we're below the pole as well. Okay, let's slow her down a bit more, and then we'll. There we go. We're about 0.5 meter per second. Where is my docking port alignment indicator McJob? Oh, it's way down here. Wow, my orientation is completely wrong. What? Oh my gosh, the docking port's right here. Wow. Okay, that was sad. I thought the docking port was on the other side of the station, but now I'm like this. Oh, oh my god, that changed. Now I can see what's going on here. I thought we were coming over the top of the station and docking on the other side, but I can see now, no, that's not what's going on at all. Coming right on top here. Adjust this a little bit. Coming in still a little quick, but it should be okay. Okay. Let's aim our camera up here. I always find this helps me out. Yeah, we're coming in fast. Come on, slow down. And get ready to toggle that torque once again. I'm always forgetting about that. I'm coming in this way. Concentrate on one thing at a time. Okay. There's our station. All right, this is a busy place. Just about there. And we're there. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff here. This is our, let's shut down this engine. Let's find those reaction wheels before anything else bad happens here. I'm finding my stations have gotten wobblier and wobblier. And I am pronouncing that the right way. Okay, toggle that torque. Okay. Alright, so what we got to do is we got 4 Kerbals in here. And we have 4 Kerbals inside here. And we need to sort of start doing some swapperooing. So I kind of want to do it right now. So let's take Michael and transfer him to here. Oh, okay, I got something funky happening. Switching locked. I hate when that happens. Why does that happen? Does anybody have an explanation for that? It's not like... Oh, I think he just went... No, he's not. Escape. Okay, let's try this again. Transfer crew. Too many windows. Science I don't care about. Transfer crew. There it is. Okay. Michael, get into the hitchhiker. Switching is locked. That's the way you're going to be, is it? Okay. What if I switched these guys somewhere else? Transfer Joe over to here. No, it's not going to let me. Okay, fine. Okay, let's take Bill. We'll go one thing at a time. Maybe if I EVA Bill, because I wanted to fix EVA Bill. this. I want to fix or check up this engine. I don't want to EVA over all the Kerbals. That would get annoying. But I do want to service this engine. Make sure you don't want to, in Kerbalism, wait for the engines to fail. You want to keep servicing them with Kerbals. It has reached its option. There we go. And there we go. The engine's good now. You want to just keep doing that because sometimes when the engines fail, they explode. And if that happens, clearly bad things might follow. Okay, Bill, you're coming over here. Get you aboard the station. Okay, let's try doing the crew transferring business again. So again, we'll do that. We're going to transfer crew. Michael's still aboard. Oh my gosh. Transfer crew. Michael, get into here. Switching locked. I'm just madly clicking, and it just, okay, fine. We're gonna, I keep saying fine, but we're gonna have to EVA over everybody, aren't we? Yeah. Transfer the other way. Do you have CLS installed? I'm being asked. I don't know what CLS is, John. I've never been able to puzzle out why that happens. Maximum number of Kerbals in the pod. Well, no, there's like three. There's only 3 Kerbals here. I should be able to transfer another Kerbal over. I can't transfer them back either. Go to different vessels. Yeah. Connected living spaces. No, I don't have connected living spaces installed, John. Alright, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Let's leave the station. Let's go back to the Space Center and we'll come back. That'll probably fix that up. That's annoying. That is annoying. Alt F12, that's a good plan. I'm seeing Alt F12 in the chat. Unfortunately, I've already... I want to get the other Kerbals on their way back to Kerbin. That's kind of what my plan was. So we'll go here. We'll go here. Sorry. Close that. Minmus Station. Let's go to Minmus Station. Got too many Kerbals there. But maybe re-rendering it's going to help. I've had that thing with the not letting me transfer Kerbals in the past, and I've never been able to identify what it is. It always happens after you've docked some things together. But why sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't, I've never been able to figure it out. And sometimes if you just keep clicking, suddenly it works. Which is not really a solution. Okay, we're going to try this again. So over here we have transfer crew, Michael, and he's in the hitchhiker. See, just had to re-render everything. Okay, and then we're going to come here to our hitchhiker, transfer crew. We're going to move, who's our newest people? Michael and Bill are our newest, so Valentina is coming over to here, and Joe O is coming over to here. And then we're going to take, I'm playing musical Kerbals here. Oh, I just realized what I did wrong. Oh no, and Mac the G can come here. Okay. And then we should have our 2 scientists that are here. Oh, I've got, whoa, I can hold 6 Kerbals in these pods? I had no idea. That's funny. I thought, okay, I thought this vessel can only hold up to 4 Kerbals. It can actually hold up to 6 Kerbals. I learned something new. Okay. Hector is going into our science lab. And Legui is coming into our science lab. And then finally, our final scientist is Mac the G. He is coming over to here. So now we got all of our old crew in this vessel. I want to bring back this vessel rather than this vessel because I know I've been transferring fuel around, and I know this vessel has an appropriate amount of fuel to get back to Kerbin because it was designed that way without having too much fuel, if you understand what I'm saying. Well, this vessel, I don't know what its fuel state is, so I just don't want to mess with it. Now, one of the things that's been going on, if I come to here, look at data, I have all kinds of surface samples that I've collected off the surface of Minmus that are very slowly being processed in the lab. Emphasis on the words very slowly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the samples that are here, because there's a ton of science just sitting here. And I'm going to go to here and I'm going to transfer the science. I should be able to transfer data here. And now all of these samples are now in this pod. We're going to take this back to Kerbin Station. Now I also have, or back to Kerbin Surface. I also have tons of inventory. So let's take this hitchhiker, which has a ton of inventory space. There are some repair kits. There's all kinds of stuff here. Another repair kit. What else might be hiding in here? I definitely want to make sure I don't leave anything important behind. Inventory, nothing. And this one, inventory, nothing. I think that's all the inventory spaces this vehicle has, okay? And then I also want to take a look at these Kerbals. Mac and Philip, these guys by mistake brought their parachutes here. I want them to go back with parachutes, because I don't want to leave parachutes up here because it's stupid. You can see Mac is missing a parachute, so let's give him a parachute. And we'll take a look at Valentina is missing a parachute, so we'll give her a parachute. And Joe has a parachute. So there we go. This vessel is ready to head back to Kerbin, and this new crew is ready to land on Minmus's surface. But let's start by getting this guy out of here. Back to here. RCS on. Back away. This thing has actually quite a lot of fuel for getting back to Kerbin, but that's okay. And it should have really nothing aboard, but it should have all those surface samples, all that science to come back. Yep. And I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm just going to take a look and make sure they have plenty of food. And oh my gosh, so much stuff. Not a problem. You can see they're starting to get irradiated. They're all about 0.25% of a lethal radiation dose, having hung around the Minmus, even in a shielded station, for a little bit too long. I think it's good to get them back. Okay, so we're going to get them back to Kerbin. So let's see here. How do we got to get ourselves back to Kerbin? We're ideally, I can't even see what I'm doing now. There we go. We want to eject ourselves in this direction. So we're coming around this way, so probably around here. Ideally, it would be nice if this orbit was in... the plane of this orbit was in line with Minmus's orbit about Kerbin, but it isn't. But we might be able to make use of it anyway. Sort of that idea. Okay, let's take a look. This, I know it needs to be a lot more than this. It's what, about 180? 180 odd meters per second to get back to Kerbin. Let's put in about that. There we go. And let's just start playing with the timing here. There we go. So you can see it's coming off in a very, very kind of goofy orbit here. because of we're leaving at a bad time. But if I start popping ahead orbits, this might get better, might get worse. Should at some point start to get better. I think it's best to leave right now. We'll make this work. Yeah, it's looking better already. Whoops. So these guys are basically doing the reverse journey of the journey we just witnessed. We just performed with the other folks. We're going to definitely do some aero braking. All of this is going to have to be for... All of this is going to be for next week, but I do want to get these folks just kind of on their way, as it were. Do I see what we're aiming for? What do we got here? Stations. That's, oh no, this way. Back to the maneuver. So my idea, I'm gonna have to make, this is a little bit confusing what I'm gonna be doing, but I want this vessel to actually not go back to the station. Let's focus this on Kerbin. I want to not go back to Minmus Station, which is for some reason not showing up at all. What else is new? Something's weird. There's Minmus Station, I think. Or the Minmus Gateway Station. It's just called Core Module. I'll have to rename that. I don't want to come back to here. I want to come back to here. And because I want to have one dedicated version of these two vessels, these two NERV ones. One dedicated to be a Minmus vessel and one dedicated to be a Moon vessel. And so I'm going to remove this one to Kerbin Station and make it a Moon vessel. That's the idea. So I'm just looking at making an encounter with this, not with that. So, boop. I think, to be honest, it's probably okay just kind of where it is. It's a little harder getting to Minmus Station from, or sorry, getting to an, not that hard really, but getting to an equatorial space station from Minmus's 6-degree inclined orbit. But we'll make a plane change on our way there. But I'm thinking we're not leaving at the ideal time, but I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. We'll make this, actually, what might be not a stupid idea, I'm just looking at this, because I'm spending 210, but what might not be dumb? So you want to leave in this direction. What if I just added radial to this? Would that help if I just pulled this way? Can I make this smaller? Oh, I'm botching it. Oh, radial is that way, of course. Shoot. Normal. 0. Let's put that back to 0. Sorry, I want to come anti-normal a little bit. What if I pulled it this way? See, that's pulling the trajectory out more in the direction. I'm just wondering if this will end up being, in the end, a cheaper burn. And now I can probably take off a bunch of retrograde. I think this will be cheaper. So just again to explain what I'm doing here, I'm leaving more in the direction that we really should be leaving. Always when you eject yourself from Minmus to the Moon, you want to leave going retrograde relative to Minmus's orbit. I think this is better. You know, coming in really hot on Kerbin. I don't want to do that. But now I can take off a ton of retrograde. Well, now I'm not convinced I did the right thing. I think I had it pretty good, and I think I messed it up. I think I made it way worse. I thought I was doing a smart thing, and now it looks like I'm doing a dumb thing. Because this is way higher than it was. Okay, what we're going to do. Put this back to 0. Stop doing your dumb, stupid stuff. I thought I was being smart, and I'm not being smart. I'm being dumb. It was about 210 meters per second. That's pretty much what I had. Okay, I'm just doing this. I'm doing this. Oh, it's in the... Oh my gosh, the burn's in the past because I spent so much time fiddling. You dope. So how much of my audience have I lost while I was doing this idiocy? What's the adage? If it's working good enough, just frickin' do it. Okay, F5, doing a quick save. We're leaving. We're out of here. Let's go. Bye, station. Bye, station. Hello, Elena. Or is it Elena? All right. And we will lock this onto prograde because this is pretty much a prograde burn. Oh, did I not toggle on the torque yet? Oh, I did. Oh, I'm still time warping. Oh my gosh. No? Oh, I think I toggled off the torque. Didn't I? Control. Torque is disabled. There we go. Again, make sure we're not driving into the station. I don't know where the station is. There it is, behind us once again. It's right on the maneuver node. So not the most efficient ejection from Minmus, but it'll be good enough. These guys, like, they still got over a kilometer per second, or kilometer per second of delta V left, so it's not like I'm starving for fuel. All right. So a little bit of time warping. It's a 42-second burn to get out of here. Sorry, I was actually hoping to get a little bit more done than this. So wait, 2, 1, and go. The engine's not on. Oh my goodness. How about that? So I was actually hoping to get a little bit more done than this. But it's what it is. I was hoping to get my Kerbals down. So what we're going to do is these folks are on their way back home with a bounty of scientific samples from Minmus's surface that we must have just ejected ourselves from Minmus because we're now upside down. And we'll get those back down to the surface. We will also come back to Minmus Station. We're going to do some landing and deal with some of those base contracts. Hopefully as well, I think in the meantime, over this next week, I'm going to be thinking about that base and putting together some sort of a Minmus base and really try and milk a much more science out of Minmus. We're at 431, 432 science. Got to slow this down towards the end here. I just realized as well I'm not using KOS to do these burns. Oh my gosh. I tell ya, all you young people out there, I'm going to say it like an old man now. All you young people out there, just wait. Wait till you're my age and all of your brain cells are slowly decaying away and not realizing that you have a KOS script that could do all of this for you and you're not using it and haven't been using it for the entire stream.